So first of all, you have to know that the student body here is very diverse. We have people from Kenya, we have people from Togo and Africa, we have people from Korea and Vietnam and Asia. We have people who have lineage from Peru, from South America, from Central America, Mexico, Nicaragua, even New Zealand. Just all these different places around the world, plus all of the different ethnicities and all the different cultural backgrounds in the United States.
This is Echoes from the Bell Tower.
Stories of wit and wisdom from Benedictine monks who live, work, and pray in southern Indiana. I'm Brother Joel Blaze.
And I'm Brother Colby Wolnikowski. You may remember me from last season as Novice Tony, but in August I made first vows and received the name Colby after Saint Maximilian Kolbe.
We're working on Season 2 of the podcast, and we wanted to give you a glimpse into what to expect. Last season, we mainly focused on the monastic community at St. Meinrad. Well, this season, we're also going to focus on stories from the seminary community, as well as stories from the monastery.
We wanted to give you a sneak peek into the seminarians' Around the World party.
A seminarian is a student studying for the priesthood. The Around the World party is a biannual event where we celebrate the diversity of cultures at St. Meinrad. Seminarians cook food or serve drinks from their home countries.
You may remember Brother William from Season 1. He actually went to the Around the World party to visit the different booths and interview the seminarians.
This is Seminarian Jay Cartwright from the Archdiocese of Nassau, Bahamas.
The Around the World party really allows us international seminarians in particular to showcase our culture, to share another aspect of who we are with the rest of the seminarian community, to show a little bit of where we've come from, to tell a little bit of our story. So it helps build a fraternity among us brothers and helps us to understand each other a little bit better too. Our theme this year is coconut, and so we've made Bahamian beans and rice with coconut milk. We've also made Bajan, that's Barbados, curry with coconut milk. We have a coconut tart, and we have a drink called Sky Juice from the Bahamas, and it's gin and coconut water, and with sweetened condensed milk and coconut rum.
My original name is Vuong. Luong is long, but I go by Vic.
Vic is originally from Vietnam, but he's actually studying for the Archdiocese of Oklahoma City.
Today we got two kinds of rolls, and the first one is egg rolls, is right there. The other is spring rolls. One is fried, and the other is unfried rolls. So it's St. Meinrad. I have been here this is my 5th year, and I can tell for every Around the World party we, present and we contribute a little bit to the community. So hopefully Vietnamese food are going to help the community and make them feel happy.
This is the Arch OKC table, and I've got some peach cobbler.
This is John Herrera, and Arch OKC means Archdiocese of Oklahoma City.
In addition to that, we have some homemade ice cream, which we whipped up over the past couple of days and then a few hours ago as well.
So this is like the American table.
Yeah, it's about as American as you can get, I think. It's great. I think this is my favorite dish of all American foods.
Peach cobbler.
Yeah, desserts anyway.
Yeah.
And tell me what you're making here. What is this?
It's called horchata. It's rice water. We blend the rice with some cinnamon, and then we just add some condensed milk and sugar. It's very traditional in Mexico. You can find it almost in all Mexican restaurants. Oh, it tastes good. Let's just try it. It's good.
May I try
Yeah, sure.
some? All right.
Maybe you need some more water.
Oh, that is very,
It is good.
very good. It's not too sweet. It's not too sweet.
Oh, that's perfect. That's good.
I think that's
Yeah,
delicious.
that's need more water.
That was Brother William talking to Emmanuel Torres from Mexico, who was making horchata. Next up is Daniel Velasco. He's from Pueblo, Mexico, and he helped organize both the Arkansas and Latin American tables.
So we start with some cheese quesadillas. We have some barbecue from Arkansas, so you can put some barbecue in your quesadilla. We have 3 different kinds of hot sauces, and then we'll have some tequila shots.
Oh, wow, for dessert.
For dessert, yes, sir. If you're getting too cold, you can get some tequila.
Today we prepared 3 main meals.
Richard Toboso is originally from Kenya in East Africa.
We have chapati, which we make from wheat flour. You have to make a dough out of it to look like a tortilla. And you have to fry it using olive oil. And then we have beef stew. I had to buy enough beef. Then I use fresh tomatoes, onions, and some spices to make it. Then we have the kale, which is so nutritious. And I just used oil, fresh onions, and tomatoes to make it look like that. One thing I love about Around the World Party, first of all, you get socialized from different cultures. You get different meals from different cultures. And also it helps the seminarians and other staff members to give their hospitality to the entire community. Then you just enjoy walking from one table to another. Even you may not know what you are eating, but you enjoy it. That's the beauty of Around the World Party, and I love it.
Diversity is an important aspect of the Around the World Party, and an important aspect of the life of the seminary community. More importantly, the Around the World Party shows us that the church is universal. Christ reaches to all the ends of the earth, and the Around the World Party can be seen as a heavenly image where we will all banquet together with the Lamb. Thank you for listening to this mini-episode. We hope you enjoyed hearing a little bit about the community and the Around the World Party. We'll be back in December for another mini-episode about the music that we sing during Advent. Then in March, we'll kick off the second season with more full episodes.
This podcast was produced today by Krista Hall, with help by Brother Joel Blaze, Brother Colby Wilnikowski, Brother William Sprower, Mary Jean Schumacher, Jim Paquette, Tammy Sheeter, and Christian Mozek. The music for this podcast was written and produced by Brother Joel.
We want to give a special thanks to Jay Cartwright, Emmanuel Torres, Vic Luong, John Herrera, Daniel Velasco, and Richard Toboso.
Subscribe to this podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcasts so you don't miss the official Season 2 launch of Echoes from the Bell Tower.
And if you liked this episode, next time you're on iTunes, be sure to take a moment to share it with a friend or submit a quick review.
We have some pictures from this year's Around the World Party, and all the past podcast episodes are on our blog at stmeinrad.edu/echoes.
And they see my size, they figure, well, this guy will eat anything. And I have. And some of the things that I've eaten, probably most people would not want to eat, and that's brain. They had made pig brain. That's the last time I was here. I loved it. I had 2 helpings of it. I love the wings when the people make the wings, and some make these little meatballs that are very, very tasty. Sometimes they just give me things. I have no idea what I'm eating. I couldn't describe even right now what they were.